really, I'm lucky that I get to work in this industry, and particularly incredibly fortunate that I get to work in it this long. But I really want to work with people that are either immensely talented. I would say that they're more surprises because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. They're not like, it's not just like hey, there's the person and we move on. It's
My relationship with my father, which was very complicated and difficult. My dad was a very I come from a middle class, kind of blue.
Something huge is unfolding in Hollywood, and everyone seems to be talking about it. Ryan Reynolds has finally addressed the explosive claims made by Rob McElhenney regarding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, and the reaction is nothing like what people expected. For those who missed the earlier shockwave, Rob McElhenney, who is not only Ryan's close friend but also his business partner in Wrexham A.F.C, reportedly dropped a bombshell that completely blindsided fans. According to insiders familiar with the situation, Rob allegedly shared details suggesting there may have been an affair between Blake Lively and actor-director Justin Baldoni. Now Ryan Reynolds is responding in a way that feels unmistakably like him. Sources describe his reaction as a careful mix of calculated composure, cool detachment, and just a touch of the signature sarcasm he's known for. Rather than exploding publicly or firing back with anger, Ryan appears to be taking the strategic route, measuring his words and keeping his emotions tightly controlled. People close to the situation say he isn't directly denying the allegations, but he also isn't giving Rob the kind of dramatic response many might have expected. It's a very classic Reynolds move. Even so, insiders claim the situation may be putting serious strain on Ryan and Rob's friendship. The two have built a massive public image together through their Wrexham project, and now the rumor mill is spinning faster than ever. Some observers are already speculating that this perceived betrayal could damage their partnership and potentially mark the beginning of the end for one of Hollywood's most surprising yet widely loved bromances. Then there is Blake Lively herself. Sources close to her say she is absolutely furious about the allegations and insists the rumors are completely baseless. Still, the whispers refuse to disappear. Many people have long pointed out the noticeable on-screen and off-screen chemistry between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, especially during recent collaborations. But does strong chemistry actually mean something more? Opinions remain sharply divided. Some believe there may be deeper issues happening behind the scenes, while others argue the speculation is nothing more than a distraction from the bigger picture. Meanwhile, Rob McElhenney doesn't appear to be backing down at all. In fact, he seems to be doubling down on his claims, which has left many observers questioning what his real motivations might be. Is he deliberately stirring controversy to grab attention, or does he genuinely believe there's truth behind what he's saying? No matter the reason, the story continues to grow. Ryan Reynolds, famous for his quick wit and playful presence on social media, could easily turn the entire situation into a sarcastic joke or a cleverly timed meme. But the big question now is whether he actually will. Fans are watching closely, waiting for any sign, perhaps a cryptic tweet or a cleverly edited Instagram post that hints at his thoughts without directly addressing the drama, something very much in line with Reynolds' usual style. As for Justin Baldoni, he has remained strangely silent throughout the controversy, and that silence is only fueling more speculation. Some insiders believe he is intentionally staying away from the gossip in order to avoid escalating the drama, while others think the lack of response might speak louder than words. Is he simply waiting for the right moment to defend himself and shut down the rumors, or could there be something he's trying to keep hidden? In Hollywood, scandals have a way of evolving rapidly, and this situation appears to be following that same pattern. There's already speculation that the controversy could impact upcoming projects and collaborations, potentially forcing people in the industry to take sides. Even supporters of Wrexham A.F.C. are watching closely, wondering whether any tension between Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney might spill into their business partnership. Could it affect how they run the club or work together in the future? Or will all of this eventually fade away as just another Hollywood spectacle? One thing is certain, Hollywood has never been short on rumors, scandals, and shocking headlines, but this story feels like it could grow into something even bigger. With so many unanswered questions still hanging in the air, it's clear the drama may only be getting started.
This really hit home with me too. About a month ago, I was sitting in traffic and I was just like jamming These Dreams by heart. I was killing it in the car. That are either immensely talented or people that I love and that I'm genuinely like best friends with. And unfortunately, Hugh does not qualify as either.
The drama in Hollywood has reached extraordinary levels as Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni spiraled into a high-stakes conflict, with each new clash escalating into shocking accusations and fierce retaliations. The tension reached an even higher peak when Blake's longtime attorney suddenly resigned, sending shockwaves across the entertainment world. Blake's narrative portrays a story of betrayal and manipulation, claiming that Justin deliberately leaked malicious gossip to tabloids in an attempt to paint her as a difficult diva on set. Considering Hollywood's long history of carefully orchestrated leaks, many people initially sympathized with her version of events, seeing familiar echoes of the countless power struggles that have unfolded in Tinseltown. However, just when Blake appeared to be gaining the upper hand in public opinion, Justin's team released a series of explosive text messages that suggested Blake might have been using her influence, particularly her connection to Ryan Reynolds, as leverage whenever her creative demands were not met. The texts, though playful in tone, carried an unmistakable subtext. Blake's access to Ryan's massive comedy empire and his deep industry connections reportedly gave her considerable influence over production decisions, post-production changes, marketing strategies, and even the direction of media narratives. At first, Ryan's presence in the messages appeared minor, simply the role of a supportive husband, and many observers dismissed it as harmless. But as murmurs of unease spread through industry circles, a far more complicated picture began to emerge. Some insiders began wondering whether Ryan might secretly harbor jealousy toward Justin. Rumors circulated that he could have felt threatened by Justin's ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level, a sharp contrast to Ryan's trademark comedic dominance. If those suspicions hold any truth, Ryan's private insecurities may have quietly fueled Blake's complaints, intensifying the growing tension between her and Justin in ways no one initially expected. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the production itself reportedly descended into chaos. Accounts of chaotic shooting schedules, endless script revisions, and escalating clashes over creative direction began to surface. Several crew members claimed Blake repeatedly demanded multiple takes for certain scenes, only to later accuse the production team of failing to address her emotional needs on set. What began as a routine filmmaking process quickly spiraled into a full-blown media spectacle, with every minor disagreement amplified and broadcast for public consumption. As rumors multiplied, fueled by insider leaks and speculation about Ryan's supposed jealousy, fans and industry observers were left questioning whether Blake might be exaggerating relatively minor conflicts to protect her husband's reputation, or perhaps consolidating her own influence by shifting blame onto Justin. Amid the chaos, Rob McElhenney unexpectedly became a central figure in the unfolding story. A trusted source claimed that Rob spoke about the drama during a private event, describing Ryan's complicated emotional state. While Rob's comments were reportedly not meant as criticism, they reinforced the growing belief that Ryan's unease about Justin's emotional resonance with audiences was adding additional pressure to an already volatile situation. Online forums and fan communities immediately erupted with theories. Some speculated that Ryan may have quietly orchestrated the public narrative, encouraging Blake to challenge Justin more aggressively, while others insisted he was simply acting as a protective husband, concerned that his wife might be overshadowed by Justin's dual position as both director and co-writer. Rob's unexpected role as an accidental whistleblower only intensified public scrutiny, revealing a stark contrast between Ryan's carefully crafted public persona and his alleged private reactions. The legal dimension of the conflict further raised the stakes. Blake's legal team filed a bombshell document accusing Justin of disregarding her comfort during intimate scenes and making unsolicited remarks about her postpartum body. The claim appeared strategically designed to generate public sympathy by highlighting the intense pressures actresses often face in the film industry. For a brief moment, Blake seemed to regain public support, with many people relating her allegations to broader conversations about Hollywood's treatment of women. However, Justin's team responded quickly by releasing additional text messages portraying him as a considerate professional who frequently checked on Blake's well-being and even shared personal experiences to foster understanding and empathy on set. One particularly damaging text contradicted Blake's accusation that Justin had entered her trailer uninvited. Instead, the exchange suggested the moment had been lighthearted banter initiated by Blake herself. Those revelations severely undermined her credibility. The situation took another dramatic turn when Blake's experienced attorney publicly stepped down from the case, an extremely rare move in high-profile celebrity disputes. By separating themselves from Blake's increasingly controversial narrative, the resignation signaled to the entire entertainment industry that serious doubts surrounded her claims. Such a public withdrawal by a prominent lawyer is almost unheard of, and suggested that both the legal complexities and the personal tensions had reached an unsustainable point. Supporters and neutral observers alike were forced to reconsider Blake's allegations and confront the possibility that elements of her story might have been exaggerated or misrepresented. The explosive mix of leaked text messages, rumors about Ryan's hidden emotions, behind-the-scenes production chaos, and the unprecedented resignation of a top attorney has transformed what began as a typical celebrity disagreement into one of Hollywood's most intense public spectacles. Every layer of the conflict, from personal grievances to legal battles, has been magnified by insider leaks, rampant speculation, and the relentless amplification of social media. Ultimately, the escalating clash between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni now stands as a cautionary tale about the fragile intersection of personal relationships, professional influence, and public perception within the entertainment industry.